we get this question a lot. Can this replace other supplements? And then, of course, what they do is they start naming brands and like all these brands, like, our team doesn't even know what these brands are, but they do. But they start asking if they can get rid of these other supplements. So how can we help them think around our products versus the other products?
We are not trying to replace anything. We're trying to add to your dog's well-being. Okay. This is not a replacement for anything else. Gussy's Gut is actually, the products are quite unique as we understand it. And maybe you've got some fermented foods. You might be giving, say, yogurt or kefir. Well, they have a very limited range of organisms within them, very limited. And their results are very transitory. You really do have to continue at a very high rate for them to be of any benefit. And the benefits are, in fact, in many ways doubtful. What we're feeding here is a natural product with a highly diverse range of microorganisms, which varies because we're not actually putting in particular probiotics, particular organisms. They are there naturally, and this is the natural way. This is what we want to add to your dog's diet. So they're not replacing anything. They are simply adding in a really beneficial way. And particularly if your vet has recommended that your dog should have this supplement or that supplement, we are not trying to replace that. All we're doing is adding in something that we know every dog requires because it's natural and it's what the dog is designed by evolution to require. All these naturally present organisms and the prebiotics in the foods that we use to produce these ferments, and the postbiotics. These are the important things. These are important foods to add to your dog's diet. It's going to make so much difference to the health of your dog. So the short answer is no. We're not trying to replace any other supplements. We are trying to add a brilliant food to your dog's diet.
Yeah, and I would just say that Dr. Billinghurst is straight on when we think of the ingredients we have are very rare, hard to find nutrient profile. So even if you just look at the like mustard greens, for example, in one of our products, that's very hard. Nobody's putting that in their dog food. Nobody's buying it at the grocery store and putting it in a veggie mix of any kind. Just on a very simple level, that is true. So, but the profile altogether was created specially for each product. And so there's very little comparison. However, if you think there's a comparison, the answer very shortly is no. If your vet prescribed that thing, you stick with it until you talk to your vet. You can take our label, print it out from our website, bring it to your vet appointment and say, I'd like to swap this for this, if it's maybe a cost question, a budget question. But the short answer that we'll usually always give you is you must check with your vet. If your vet did not prescribe something, it is completely up to you. You must look at the ingredients and compare apples to apples. So barring if there was a company that had the same or similar ingredients and also fermented at a very high quality, it was all organic, and you can compare apples to apples, well, then I would say you would compare the two of us and you'd make a decision. That's your decision to make. But what a lot of people do is they look at vitamin mixes or, they want to replace all their vegetables. And we say there's not enough vegetables. You don't have to give that much of our product. We still want you to give some vegetables because it's more fiber. And some people like to, can we replace, we get all kinds of questions like, can we replace omega-3s, or they're just apples and oranges. In fact, sometimes they're apples and, celery. It's fruit and vegetable comparison. So these are very different questions. And so we stay away from giving you dietary advice. That is not our job. Our job is to make a product that we can improve the health of millions of animals. And our vision for our company is to add 1 million healthy years to the animals that we serve. That's why we get up every day and we do what we do. And we're very specific and limited in our scope and what we're trying to do here. Making products at a very high level is what we do. We are not, health coaches or veterinarians giving veterinary advice. And so we understand people want to ask us the questions, but we also want you to know, like, there's a place for that question. It's either a really great pet health coach. And if you go to billinghurst.institute, so www.billinghurst.institute, you can get a list of really amazing pet health coaches that can advise you. And you can also email us for a list of holistic vets that can consult you via Zoom consult.